24th. Are you telling me they're gonna reinforce with 0.01 morale? Yo guys, so crazy. Over 1.1 thousand comments under the first episode of this series. And the giveaway winner is Alatia. Please contact me via Discord to get your code for the Origins DLC. Welcome back to 1.32 Origins campaign, where we started as Mutapa and formed Zimbabwe. Main goal of this campaign is to show you as many features as possible from the new DLC and patch, while at the same time exploit the hell out of this mission, which is giving me +1 development on each building I'm gonna finish from level 1, and it's gonna be a level 2 building, it's gonna be another 1 development. So this way, from our 1.1 thousand development, we gain around 200 to 300 of the development from the buildings alone. Look on this amount of the workshops, amount of the temples, amount of the manpower buildings, and amount of the force limit buildings. We're gonna pump those numbers up. And to do it, I was planning to go for the eco ideas to also dev the provinces to a higher depth to unlock the building slots, but I decided that I'm gonna, instead of this, go for the admin ideas. Not only for the core creation cost to conquer more provinces and build more buildings, but more for this policy, which is diplomatic annexation cost. So we're gonna exploit the hell out of many vassals to conquer all of the lands around here, to gain the trade all in one place, which is our main node. Over there we are earning 31 ducats so far. That is a really nice number, but we gotta pump this up above the gold income. As we are right now over 100 of our GAF capacity, and the GAF capacity is not coming for the next 2 techs, I'm gonna go to the merchant guilds. It's gonna pick up 100 GAF capacity from the estate. On top of that, I'm gonna sell the titles for 3,500 ducats. I'm gonna cancel this, build shrines for the air. I'm gonna go and embrace the singular cult. And this is because, as you told me in the comments, I did not know that, when you embrace the singular card, you're getting the double bonus from it. So instead of 2 tolerance to the true faith, I would get 4. Instead of 2.5 discipline, it would be 5. Instead of 20% improved relations, it would be 40%, or instead of 2 national honors, I would get 4 national honors, and I think I'm gonna embrace the 4 national honors. So in such a case, I really won't need to even use humanist ideas. See over here, it's -2 for VAC, and another -2 for primary cult VAC, -4 national honors. This is freaking overpowered. That is gonna be a very strong and stable country. With our mana generation and the fact that I'm only having 6% of the crown land, I'm gonna go and develop with my meal points only, because with the diplo points I'm behind. Admin points are gonna be spent on coring the provinces. With the meal points I'm gonna go and dev it up to 10% for my autonomy to keep decreasing even at war. But that's gonna happen when I get my merchant guilds to 60%. I'm seriously thinking, because I started building some card houses to deal with our GAF capacity, if card houses are also giving us free development. We have 1120, and if the card houses finish in a month tick, it's gonna be 1134. Okay, this is nice. Even card houses are giving the development. Mr. Kombarapasu, no, I don't think it's a good idea for you to stay alive in this empire. We're gonna go and find someone better than you. So when deving certain provinces, I'm gonna go and focus on getting them to 10 development, which will unlock a new building slot. So for example, I can go to Sena, gonna get the dev cost edict, get it to 10. Another province, all the provinces in the state have 10 development. What about this state? This is 5, not even close. This one is 7. So let's go and get the dev cost here, and we're gonna go and dev Buhera as well. 1, 2, 3, 10 development. That is a new building slot. This state looks really nice. It's 9, 7, and 8 development. Encourage the dev. 1 dev. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Well, unlocked another building slots in those. So just need one more click to get our clan land to 10%. Can be the manpower buildings in these places, and I'm probably gonna do with the manpower buildings, because manpower is something that we struggle with a little bit. By the way, with admin focus, to fill the admin ideas, we're getting 18 points monthly. I actually built like 13 buildings for the manpower. Look at this, like how balanced this development is.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
And my maximum power increased to 108k, and even not that much from the bonus of manpower, because it was like 200, 300, max 500 manpower per province. But most importantly, I got 1 military dev in each of those provinces. I need even more gov capacity because of this development that I just bought. I'm gonna do this. First of all, let's take the privilege from the clergy for the gov capacity. Then I'm gonna sell my titles and seize land to get it on 5%. And again, I'm gonna develop some of my provinces of Diplo and the mill points to 10 development to unlock the building slots, but also get our crown lands to 10% again. As we are speeding up our expansion around here, I'm gonna release Oman as my vassal. Then I'm gonna feed them with one additional only province, which is Kavasim, because Hormuz I'm gonna keep to get a claim on the Timurids, which is probably our next goal to kill. This kind of stuff is not happening often. Ottoman AI is a target of the coalition of Hungary, Poland and Venice, and he's actually fighting a punitive war. That is something new. Yes, it's time to kill the Mamluks. I'm gonna take a lot from them, but they also like to Hormuz, and I'm gonna use that to break their alliances, so I won't have to fight, for example, Transoxiana in the next war, and at the same time I'm gonna shorten my truce with them from 15 years to 6 years. Peace deal with Mamluks. It's gonna be interesting. Now I'm not gonna take those promises because there's absolutely nothing to release over there while we are playing the vassals game right now. So I'm just gonna take all of those lands because of two reasons. First of all, those beauties can go to my vassal Razids. Second of all of here I can go and release another vassal, which is, yes, your favorite Syria, and I'm gonna give those provinces to them. This way I can right away attack Ottomans for the reconquest of the Syrian lands. When I promise you that I'm gonna go crazy with expansion, I'm gonna go crazy with the expansion. I'm not lying to you. So this is gonna be not that many of troops of the Ottomans in the war. Just take a look that we are having even more than them. And what's interesting, the army quote is complete trash compared to ours. Because of that, now the poor Ottomans are being sieged by Poland from this side and by me from this side. I just don't have much of the vision. Should we try maybe buying maps to this region? Oh, knowledge sharing to Jampur, that's 5 ducats monthly. Oh yeah, a request to share maps is gonna go to Ardalan, and please show me Anatolia. That's far better now. Why there are no forts here? Now I have a little bit bigger problem because Poland just pissed them out. I don't know for what. But anyway, I'm gonna do a very small carpet siege here, and I'm gonna try getting more of the forts to piss them out for only cores of Syria, which is plenty of provinces. This is gonna be my first battle against the Ottomans. Hopefully the last one. I prefer to avoid fighting unless we manage to wipe them, but no, that was actually a tough battle and we've lost way more troops inside it. We should avoid fighting. Okay boys, it's time to finish our admin ideas. To give me production efficiency, trade efficiency, admin tech cost, and governing capacity modifiers. Right now we should not have any issues with gov capacity, it's 1,100. And we have a policy which is for diplomatic annexation costs. For example, if we wanted to annex those giga big Razids, it would cost me only 500 points. Even though they're having 128 of development. Remember when they mentioned that AI should be better in this patch? I can't say it yet, but there are coming some proofs of it. Ottomans, they are outnumbering me like hell in this place. They started breaching all of the forts. So I have to piece them out right now, unless I want to rush them to low altitude before they siege down those two forts. I think that it's high time to finish the war with the Ottomans. 36% war score is all we could do, and that's a perfect example of a good war. We only fought one battle versus far superior enemy. And that allows me to take all of those provinces from my vassal, all of their claims, almost except those two, and just 240 ducats. That is pretty much no aggressive expansion for this type of a peace deal. You know, if we started fighting the big guys, let's go after the Timurids this time. They are 2 techs behind, so that should be an easy peasy war. The allies are gonna help, so that's kinda unfortunate. But it's fine, let's go, show superiority. Hello there, I know your fleet is complete trash, so bye. And I can go through the strait with the free siege leader. You can take the once each year. My first bonus in Age of Reformation. Yes, it's clearly the worst core cost as other religions, which will work really well for my religious ideas and the devil's would casus belli. Timur's peace deal is gonna be nasty. I'm gonna take those provinces to start uniting my lands in Arabia, but at the same time we're going to India. I could become a horde and just start raising everything, getting infinite mana, but on the other hand, if I do that, I won't be having clergy, meaning I won't be having the singular cult. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna do that. I was thinking right now about tolerance of the true faith, which is giving a maximum absolutist, or I could go and get the core creation cost. No, let's go for the core creation cost. Later we can change for this is fine. And from the lands that we just took right now, I'm gonna go and release a vassal, which is gonna be Afghanistan. I'm gonna get all of those provinces around here, and I'm gonna start annexing the Rasids, which is gonna take me only 7 years. What the hell is this? 311 freaking air one. Why our rule is 47 years old. We need to start thinking about getting a true nice heir, but our prestige is not helping. Those provinces in Hormuz are allowing me to gain another merchant, so right now we're gonna start planning with 5 merchants, but I'm not really sure where I should send it. Probably Coromandel is gonna be the best choice as we're right now controlling Gulf of Aden, but I'm gonna compare Coromandel to Ethiopia. I'm not even gonna do that, I have everything in Zambezi, so this is useless. Let's go and transfer from Ethiopia instead of Zambezi. This is gonna increase my trade income from 55 ducats to 58. From Ethiopia right now I'm getting 5, while from Coromandel is just 2, so Coromandel is pretty much useless. For the time when I get here, we'll get more of the development, so that's fine. And we are pretty much hitting 200 of income right now. And you know what, as I'm ahead in the admin deck still, I'm gonna use at least this 1-2 times to decrease the inflation and increase our balance. Oh, that's a big Songhai, but they're behind. That's an easy one. Let's go and attack Vadai, and we're gonna start expanding into Western Africa. Well. Castile is asking me for military access, but I can't even see him. But I can see Portugal now. They hate my guts. Remember, I have a mission just right here to have 75 opinion of an European. And yeah, this is gonna be tough with those guys hating me. So maybe if I just throw money at them, it would be enough. So let's first improve the relations. My truce with the Ottomans ended, and coalition started happening. I have to declare on them, because otherwise I'll be killed by the coalition. So let's just go for the reconquest of Antakya. Let's just send all of my troops to Antakya and pray to survive. I think the only thing that can help me stopping these Ottomans is to recruit Gold Old Free Company. I will be slightly above my force limit, but does it really matter with our economy? Yeah, but the economy has so many admin points, which is gonna bring our inflation straight to 0 to pump this up even higher. That's not gonna be an easy battle with the Ottomans. Current combat is 27, meaning that from this stack I'm just gonna start with 27,000. Gonna engage with my best leader, and then with the other stacks I'll start reinforcing with these guys and start reinforcing with these guys. This way, the right reinforcements, that's an easy peasy battle, and 1 war score. Let's try again Mr. Ottoman. That's gonna be actually quite interesting battle to do over here. And I'm gonna reinforce with the mercs first, as we are saving our precious manpower, and then I'm gonna reinforce with the manpower troops as well, but yeah, I'm losing so many more troops in these battles. That's what I meant. 65 relations on Portugal. They are great powers, so I'm just gonna throw money at them. We need to improve it by 10, so let's just send them those few hundred ducats. That gives us, I don't know what, religious conflict amongst merchants. So I can side with the Christians, which improve my relations with Portugal, decrease with Mamluks. Mazdemir the other way around. This will give me 2 years of my trade income, And this gives me 5 mercantiles. Let's go for this. It's 6.2 thousand, 1.3 thousand ducats. The Arberic seems like a good province where you can try fighting with the Ottomans. So we go and engage. Just make sure that they're gonna arrive on the same day. Okay, this is the Merc stack with my artillery. And the second stack is gonna start reinforcing it very slowly. So 10,000. Wait a couple of days. 10,000. Wait a couple of days. 10,000. It's gonna be a close battle. Wait a couple of days and 10,000. We need to win before the 26th of September. But looking at the battlefield, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Are you telling me they're gonna reinforce with 0.01 morale? They didn't. Okay, that should be an easy peasy battle then. We could even wipe them with good rolls, but no, they have freaking Yusuf Tsivan with 454 stats. Okay, at least we are getting there with the war score. Talking about not enough of the force limit. What's the problem, Zlewikk? Why you just don't go and build a new series of buildings, right? We have 8,000 ducats. Let's just spend all those. Sick. Let's, there's not much to actually gain. See, it's all very minimal because we have buildings pretty much everywhere. Look at this. I bet that we have like at least 400 development from building those already, and I'm never stopping. My truce with the Mamluks ended, so I should attack them as well, because otherwise they are gonna join my coalition, which we don't want to happen. That's tough times, guys, that's tough times, but at least see here, this stack is gonna be able... Oh, see, the coalition is being dissolved. I want to get out of the Ottoman war, guys. Let's just take this free, right? Maybe, yeah, this provinces and a little bit of money, and just get me out of this war now. Thank you so much. Can I even record it? I can't. I'll have to go and give it to my vassal, but that's alright. A ruler died without an heir, but that's not that much of a bad news, because our heir is very similar stats to the old ruler, so it's 4, 4, 6. I was wondering why I'm having so many rebels loading, and that's a simple reason for it. I just need to reselect the VAC. 543, of course, the area had to be worse than the ruler. It's gonna way better right now, so I'm gonna go over here and get rid of this guy. Our low legitimacy is not helping, but low legitimacy is not a problem. So I'm so happy with the mill points that it's gonna do this. Up to 60, and we are super uber nicely slayable now. Another very lovely peace deal, this time with the Mamluks, which will allow me to take all of those provinces, but those northern ones I'm gonna go and fit into Syria. So to be a nice balance of here of conquest for ourselves and conquest for the vassals, and still my overextension is below 100. So this way, guys, we are not only having 200 income, but almost 2000 great power score by 1550. And with this player swap mode, it will be getting better and better and better. Alright guys, thanks so much for coming and supporting this series. Just to let you know, I calculated how much development we got so far from this building streak. It's over 400. It's over 400 development strictly bought for the money. Anyway, remember to support this series by liking this video, and I'm gonna see everyone very soon.